Hi everyone, welcome back. So let's read the Aeon. Let's start with something new, which is Panspermia. So let's see what this is about. So here the essence of the whole Aeon. It's possible that the frozen world with subterranean oceans are incubators of organic life, but then how did life get here? So let's see what this passage holds, and it is written by Belaz Baradar, is a researcher in the planetary science at Kobe University in Japan. So let's read the first passage of this Aeon topic. Some months ago, I went through a bunch of virtually piled up research papers from my computer's importance folder. I needed some free space, and we are talking about more than some gigabytes of data. Out of curiosity, I scanned the long list of studies I would been saving for later reading for approximately a decade now, promising myself many times that I would undoubtedly read them when I had a little break in my research and teaching duties. Doing so, I accidentally ran into a paper from 1973 that changed the direction of my research and the way I think about our origins and existence. So this passage is the uh, the person who just going through the research paper, saving the files, research folders in his computer, but accidentally he just saw one of the paper from 1973 which changed his perspective. So there is nothing we can take from here, is that we just understand what this passage is trying to say. Let's moving toward the next passage. The study asks the same question I asked my younger self decades ago. What if life evolved on other planets first and had been somehow directed to seed early Earth? Finding that study made me think about the topic again. But now, with additional knowledge, compare with my younger self, I try to resolve at least some components of the dilemma. Was there a ground zero planet where the life evolved and later swamped out to the universe? And had it arrived by the natural means, or had it been sent by a civilization more advanced and ancient than our own? So, this passage is saying that, like the author's question when he was a child, that is the Earth is the first planet where the life occurs, or is there or any other planets from where the life arrived from to the Earth? After reading that paper from 1973, author rethink about his dilemma at the child during his childhood. So it's his dilemma is about how the Earths happen, by naturally or by civilizations from other planet. That's all we can take from this passage. What we can just main points what we can take from here is that what there a ground zero planet where life evolved and later swamped out the universe, and had it arrived by natural means or had it been sent by civilization more advanced and ancient than our own? This is a question arise after reading the paper from 1973. So let's moving toward the next passage. The idea goes all the way back to the Greek philosopher Anaxagoras, who used the term panspermia in 5th century BCE to evoke the concept of traveling between planets as seeds. More recently, the Swedish scientist Svante Arrhenius, one of the founder of the physical chemistry, suggested the idea of microscopic spores transportation through interplanetary space in his book Worlds in the Making. The Evolution of the Universe, 1906. But the modern form of the theory originated from one of the pioneers of DNA, the Nobel Prize laureates Francis H.C. Crick and Leslie E. Orgel, a chemist famous for building a theories about the origin of life. Their idea, called directed panspermia, suggested that the life could have been deliberately transferred to Earth by intelligent being from elsewhere in the universe. First presented at the scientific conference and then published in the scientific journal Acarus in July 1973. It soon became grist for science fiction too. So this passage is saying that there is a term used, panspermia, by the Greek philosopher Anaxagoras in 5th BCE, where there is a concept of traveling between the planets as seeds. Laterly, the book is launched by the scientist Svante Arrhenius and the chemist. The book is about the worlds in making and the evolution of the universe, which is the concept of this whole book is about the concept of traveling between planets as seed. But laterly, by Nobel Prize laureates H.C. Crick and the Leslie E. Orrell, brings a new concept about this idea, which is called direct panspermia, which suggested that life could have been deliberately transferred to the earth by intelligent being from elsewhere in the universe. Means the life which evolved in the earth, which originated in the earth, is not naturally. It is by somebody else from somewhere else. And they even just published their research in Acarus in July 1973. So what we can take from here is that scientific evidence of evolution of Earth. And what we can take from here is that the first is by Greek philosopher Anaxagoras, which is who used the term panspermia, which is the concept of traveling between planets as seeds. And the new concept, which is written in the book The World in the Making, the Evolution of the Universe, by Francis S.C. Crick and Leslie E. Orrell, and they suggest their idea is called directed panspermia, suggested that the life could have been deliberately transferred to the earth by intelligent being from elsewhere in the universe. So let's moving toward the next passage. The same year that Crick and Orrell published their concept in Icarus Big Ear, the radio telescope of Ohio State University Radio Observatory was turned toward the sky for SETI, the scientific research for extraterrestrial intelligence, a program originally funded by NASA. A few years later, on 15th August 1977, to be exact, Big Ear was eavesdropping on the water hole, not so much a location as a band of electromagnetic spectrum, but interstellar space where emission from the natural hydrogen H and hydroxyl radicals OH gases combine to form water. According to the project, Cyclops, one of the first handbook for detecting extraterrestrial life, the water hole is a relatively quiet, noise-free channel that would be perfect for interstellar and intergalactic communication between intelligent species should they want to engage. So, the species is saying that the same year Big Ear, the radio telescope of Ohio State University Radio Observatory, first turned toward the sky for SETI and the scientific research on extraterrestrial intelligence, which is funded by the NASA. They just their research is about the water hole, which where the emission from the natural hydrogen and hydroxyl radical gas combine to form the water. And they detect the extraterrestrial life, the water hole in relatively quiet, noise-free channel that would be perfectly for the interstellar and intergalactic communication between intelligent species should they want to engage. So it says that there is the emission of there is a formation of a water through the hydrogens and the hydroxyl radicals. Because of that, they can just create the water, and which is helpful for the which for with because of that, with the help of that water, they can just communicate with the intelligent species outside our Earth. So, what is the title of the species is Formation of the Water Hole. And what we can take from here is that the first is Big Ear, the radio telescope of Ohio State University, was turned toward the sky for SETI, the scientific research of extraterrestrial intelligence, a program that's no. They are from this line we can take and addition to that line, you just add this one. The Big Ear was eavesdropping on the water hole, a band of electromagnetic spectrum in interstellar space where the emission from the natural hydrogen and hydroxyl radical gas combine to form water. And according to the project Cyclops, the first detecting extraterrestrial life, the water holes is a relatively quiet, noise-free channel that would be perfect for interstellar, intergalactic communication between intelligent species. So let's moving toward the next species. At 2022 16 Eastern Standard Time means at 10:16 according to Eastern Standard Time, on the infamous day, the silence of the water hole broke for 72 long seconds. The signal detected by the radio telescope peaked at 30 times the level of the static radio noise always present. So it says that at 10:16, according to the Eastern Standard Time, the silence of water hole is broke for 72 longs, means some other universe people or they are trying to contact us, which is first detected, and and the signal detected by the radio is 30 times the level of static radio noise which is always present that time. So let's moving toward the next one. It is quite interesting, by the way. One person in particular was thrilled, Jerry Eman, a local physicist who volunteered a big ear out of interest and enthusiasm discover the sequence of letter and numbers output by the computer 6EQUJ5, a code that indicates their strength and changing intensity over time. The starting number of the series 6 shows us that something strong than the regular noise arrive at our radio telescope. We might think that it is just some error, but by translating the language of the early radio telescope, we really know that the series of letter E, Q, and U indicate that the signal got stronger and stronger. Succeeding this uniquely strong peak, the signal then faded away into the well accustomed monotony of the radiostatic, shown by phi j and phi. The closing member of the presumptive code, Eamon immediately understood its implication, and in those excited, elevated moments, he quickly scribbled a side note on the paper and unintentionally named this strong, unique, and not yet repeated mysterious radio signal Wow. Could the signal that broke the monotony of the water hole's radio static have originated from intelligent being on another world? So it says that what happened when the silence of water hole broke. So one person there, whose name is Jerry Ehman, who was a volunteer at the Big Ear, he just note down or discover the sequence of the letter, which is just occur on the computer 6EQUJ5, a code which is not a normal code. So just six, the number six, which indicates something stronger and regular noise, and it is carried forward by the letter EQU, which indicate the signal got stronger and stronger, and letter J and 5, which means it is a prismative code. But still, you just note down this unique sounds of the computer, but still they are not, but still there are question is, it is a signal from somebody as some intelligent being from another world. So what we can from what is the title of this whole passage is what happened after water hole silence broke. And what we can take from here is that the sequence of letters and number output by the computer, a code that indicate the strength and changing intensity over time, it's occur. The series 6 shows that something stronger and regular noise arrived at our radio telescope. The letter EQU indicate that the signal not got stronger and stronger. And J and 5 a closing member of the prismative code. But still the question is that water holes radiostatics has originated from intelligent being on another earth. So with that, I'm just stopping the video here. Let's continue this series tomorrow. As of now, have a great day.